What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Lord PeteyTV here to give you a little bit of this first look, a little bit of a little taste of this video here of this game called Goblin Stone. Now, Goblin Stone is vastly different in comparison to all of the other games that you've probably played, where you are playing as the heroes trying to defeat the goblins, trolls, and other creatures that are, trying to inhabit and take over your land. In Goblin Stone, you are actually playing as the goblins trying to defend your home. So you start off as, playing as three humans, kind of going through the tutorial. They're teaching you the basic things about the dungeon. You're killing a couple of goblins and you're going through the process. And then they do this really cool dynamic switch to put you in the place of the goblins. Now, once you go into that space where you are, you're one of the goblins, what you're going to end up wanting to do throughout this whole entire time is you're going to want to end up defending yourself and fighting off everything and getting stronger. Now, how do you do that, you might ask? You end up sending your goblins out on missions to get more materials to grow your base. Once you end up growing your base, then you can end up, going on to harder missions to getting stronger and stronger. Now, I played this for a couple of hours, and I will say that the dynamic change that it has had is amazing. It is such a fun game to play. It really does change the dynamic of everything. Now, the other thing I would say is that in most card type fighter games, you get a bunch of cards and you have to use them for those individuals, and they never go away. This is a little different. You end up using cards every single hand, and you end up using whatever cards you can to make sure your resources go away. But the way that the resources work is that you have a bar for that, for your, I guess you could say, your time bar. So each ability you do does make your character, go farther down in the line. So if you want to cast I'm just throwing out information off the top of my head. If you're trying to throw a lightning bolt, it might be one charge. But if you want to heal somebody, it's 3 charges. So like you get fatigued. When you get fatigued, you actually take more damage. They have, lots of classes and subclasses, which make everything very interesting. And it's a lot more in-depth than people are probably thinking it is. Now, I think one of the main portions of this that people are kind of putting to the side and not remembering is the fact that you have the base itself. The base itself is so the base itself, it allows you to have more troops, craft more armor, uh, you know, do more, like, explorations. You have all of these other variables while you're playing it, and it really makes it a lot more interesting than you would originally think it would be. Now, the one thing that I would say is that I really do enjoy the fact that you're not the humans. You're the goblins. You're the enemy, or I should say the bad guys. This game, when I started playing it or I saw the trailer for it, I had this like gut feeling uh of this anime called Reincarnated as a Slime. And that is the same deal. You are the bad guys, so to speak. You play as you actually are in the view of the non-humans, and this game does the same thing. For instance, those non-humans take over the location of where your base is supposed to be, and you have to go in there and fight them off. And the simplicity of the weapons and the items that you're getting as these goblins at these low levels are so unique. You're using, as a shield, you're using a stool. As a sword, you're using a branch. As an axe, it's like a rock and a branch. So it really is, it really feels like heartfelt and strong because of the way they build it out. So it's very good and very unique, and I like it. So hopefully, they end up, end up growing this, and you end up seeing more. Me personally, uh, I will more than likely play it more on the side. So that's the plan that I'm kind of going with. So we'll see. So as always, this is Lord PeteyTV. I'm here to give you a little bit of a little first look, little tidbit of Goblin Stone. Please, I'm gonna play a little bit more of the video itself. I was live on the channel when I was playing it, so you'll end up seeing a little bit of that. But yeah, see about 10 minutes or so of that game, and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you again. Bye, everybody.
The goblins descend through an old garbage chute as their eyes adjust to the darkness. An uncanny landscape of endless human refuse reveals itself. Still has told them. They come to the realization that beneath all the filth lies what they seek. Stone in hand, they gingerly place it atop the edifice. Suddenly, as if disturbed from a great slumber, violent waves erupt, filling the cavern with relentless energy. Mounds of human waste are swept aside by the vindictive force revealing the great goblin lair, previously thought to have been lost to antiquity.
Also involves you.
Sacred ancestors all, the keystone of every goblin lair.
Oh, okay. I have to like. Where the retreat party gather is ready to.
Team will assemble here. Many expeditions await them.
Combat class.
And for the magnificent spoils that await. Weapons, both mundane and magical, will find their way here.